when I got to jail, when they took me back to general population, they put me in a cell with a I think he was homeless or something like that. But a lot of people knew him. That was my cell buddy. And a lot of people don't last with him in a cell. They don't last with him. But people started looking at me and smiling. And I was like, why are they smiling? Like, why is people looking at me and smiling and like they were laughing at me? So I didn't understand that. Later, I got to understand that they weren't laughing at me. They were laughing at the fact that who my cell buddy was. And after moving in that cell with him for about a week, the second week, I started to see why people were laughing.
Why?
Dude. This guy never comes out. During the day, he never comes out. At nighttime, he's active. When everybody's asleep, he's active. So I remember this one time, I was on the top bunk because he was there before me and he was at the bottom bunk and he's a bit older. He loves Biggie. He always raps Biggie songs and things like that. I remember one night he was rapping his song, then he stopped and I started hearing him breathe heavily. I'm like, yo, what's going on? And I turned around, this guy was butt ass naked, doing jumping jacks, working out.
Wow.
So in my head, I'm like, yo, this guy's gonna take my butt. This guy's gonna, he's gonna outwork me. You know what I'm saying? Like oh man. So I made sure to stay awake the whole time, but I was just hearing him work out naked, and he never takes a shower. So
what?
Yeah, dude, man.
Oh my God.
So after he does doing his naked workout.
Was he jacking off?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't. He was just somebody that didn't get along with people, and he just likes to stay doing his own thing.
Naked though?
Dude, man, something's wrong with that guy. But long story short, you know, I complained to the CEO, like, yo, man, you guys got to get me up out of here. This guy's doing this guy's getting that. So they moved me to another cell.
Yeah.
And I think that was a big mistake on my part. So they moved me into a cell with another guy that he was accused of, touching young kids.
Whoa.
And in the prison or the jail system, that's a no. So people in there have been trying to, get their hands on him, but nobody was his cellmate to be able to set that up. And the whole time I was locked up, dude, I want no problem with nobody. Nobody. So here I am as his cellmate. And, I started to realize that people wanted to harm him. And people would come to me like, yo, proposition me like, yo, what is his schedule like? What does he like to do? Things like that. And I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, I can't help you. There's nothing I could do. I don't know. I just got there. But they will always say, if you don't help us, that means you condone what he's doing. So that really put me in a situation. Spot. Yeah. So I talked to the older guy in there. I'm like, look, it's my first time in here. I don't want to be here longer than I need to. I don't want to help you guys set up anything. And the older guy goes, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. So that was that. So it was, I think it was like 2 months. No, like a month after I was in there. Yeah. This is all happened in a month time. So I went to court. Now, this, for everybody that's been locked up before, right?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people can testify to this. Being in jail is not scary. Going to court to find out your faith
is scary.
Oh my God. It's because now your life is in the hands
of a judge.
Yeah. So if that's the case, you have to be on your best behavior when you go in front of a judge in a courtroom. And I remember specifically this guy. So they put us in a van.
Yeah.
And the people in the back of the jailhouse, they put them in the van, and the people in the holding cell, they put them in the van, and everybody goes to court.
Yeah.
So in the van, I meet a guy. The guy is he came from another prison. He's doing a life sentence.
Whoa.
And he's going back to court because he assaulted a female correction officer.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So I'm in there with him. He's behind me. And there's another guy in front of me and a bunch of other people in front of him. So they give us our numbers on how they're going to call us. So one of the CO that was driving us to the courthouse, he stops the truck and he says, listen, if you guys want a lighter sentence or if you guys want things to go well for you guys, right, do not get the judge mad. If somebody is in front of you, right, whoever's in front of you, make sure, you let them know not to get the judge mad. Because if somebody in front of you gets the judge mad and now you go in front of the judge, the judge is going to take that out on you. So the CO telling us that, everybody was like, all right, cool. Everybody be on your best behavior. The guy in front of me, they picked him up on I think it was like on a Wednesday. I don't remember what, but they picked him up for a DUI.
Whoa.
Okay. We get to the courtroom. A bunch of people went in front of him, and when it was his turn, this guy goes in front of the judge. They read out all his offense. The judge goes, Mr. So and so. It seems like you haven't learned your lesson. This is your 5th time back with a DUI in a span of 6 months.
Whoa.
So it's clear that you have no intentions of learning your lesson. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you, I think they said, we're going to hold you for like 9 months. Since you cannot stop getting DUIs. And the guy started cursing at the judge. And I'm the next person up to see the judge. And at that point, I'm like, I want to go home, because the judge can either say, we're going to hold you more or we're going to let you out. You just got to come back for your court date.
Yeah.
So this guy started cursing at the judge. And I'm looking at this guy like, bro, why are you doing this to me, bro?
Yeah, I'm
next.
Whoa.
So he started cursing at the judge, started yelling at the judge. And every time he would curse and yell at the judge would add more months to his. Yeah. So he goes from 9 months to 10 months to 11 months to 12. And when he got to 12, right, this guy said, I remember what he said. He said, stop being a B word. You out here showing your ass. Why don't you add 30 more days to that? And the judge goes, you know what? You're right. 30 more days. So this guy ended up getting 13 months. Whoa. Originally, he was going to get 9 months, right? Now he has 13. So after the judge gave him that 13 months, his whole attitude changed. And he goes, thank you, Your Honor. And he walks away. I was like, bro.
What?
I'm getting 50 years.
Maybe he needed time.
Dude, I'm going to tell you why he did it, because he explained it to me.
Why?
So I get in front of the judge. The judge was lenient on me, but he was like, yeah, I'm not going to let you out though, but you have to go back. So I'm mad about that.
Yeah.
And then I asked him like, yo.
What's up?
What's up, man? Why did you do that? And this guy, he was like, look, I'm a pro at this. You guys are in county jail, right? If the judge sentenced you to a year, you have to serve a whole year in county jail. But if the judge sentenced you to a year or over a year, they have to take you to like a state prison. And when you get to state prison, you have more freedom. And if your crime is it's not a violent crime, you only serve a small percentage of your sentence. So the guy ended up like getting out in 2 months.
Whoa.
So if he had stayed at the county at that 9 months, he would have served the whole 9 months. And then he said, in 2 months, I'll be out. at the time, I was like, man, I don't want to be here anymore. This guy's pros at this, you know. So
So you try to do the same thing?
no, man. I try to find a way to get out as much as I can, but so I met some people like that. I got to experience a bunch of stuff, and after like 5 months, my mom, she knew something wasn't right. So she started asking around. Some of my friends was like, nah, this guy's not picking up his phone. What's going on? So my mom, she was like, you know what? I'm going to file a missing person, case. Because, although I was beefing with her, she knew that I would always call to check in once in a while, but then I haven't called to check in at all. So because she lives in Montgomery County. So she calls Montgomery County and tells them, yeah, I'm trying to file a missing person, this and this and that. So based on what I was told, they typed in my name and they was like, man, your son is not missing.
He's in jail.
Your son is in jail in Allegheny County. Yeah, he's there. And my mom was like, never. If he goes to jail, he likes to fight. Maybe he was fighting, with somebody and he got thrown in jail. And the police officer was like, nah. He's been charged with possession of cocaine, possession of crack, intent to sell. So he's facing some long time. But my mom was like, never. That would never be my son. That's not the boy I raised, But come to find out, that was what the case was. So they came to see me. Man, dude, I've never seen my mom so disappointed in me. She was crying, but she was just disappointed. Oh my God.
That sucks, man.
So they sent me money because that whole 5 months, man, I had to eat jail food. I wasn't getting any.
It sucks.
Yeah. Powdered eggs.
Yeah.
But long story short, so I was able to get out after 6 months, but in that 6 months, I'll say for that 5 months or so, nobody knew where I was, and I was just in there by myself. I learned a lot in that 5 months. Then once I got out, that's when I started really building my life. That's when I started. When I was in there, jail is a place where it can guide you into the right path, or it could accelerate your demise, So you have to make what is best for you when you are in jail, or when you're in that situation, not just when you're in jail, when you are in a situation like that. So I told myself, if I'm able to get out of here, I will never be in this position ever again.
Yeah.
And I stuck to that. But I also was locked up right after too. So
you were still locked up? Why were you locked up again, man?
Dude, man, PG County police officers, man, they're up to no good, brother.
What happened? They just caught you randomly?
No, I was working for this company. They sold like home theater system, and PG County police officer, they thought we stole it, so they ran upon us and they tried to get me without doing business without a trader's license. Once they realized that what we were selling was not stolen, but it was too late. They already, put us in handcuffs, threw us in jail. So I guess, they just had to charge us with something. Because when I went back to court, the judge was like, man, you guys are wasting my time, and just threw it out, So that was the second time I was.
Yeah, so the first time, how did this stuff just disappear?
I went to court, and this time my mom wrote a letter to the judge like, hey, he's a good boy. He's just a knucklehead hanging around with bad people. This is his GPA out of in high school. And I had a couple of people write letters on my behalf, and the judge goes, your mom really introduced herself to me. She showed me the type of person you are. We're going to work with the state's attorney to... they came up with a solution of giving me a sentence of 10 years, but because I already served 6 months, so they gave me probation without judgment. So I was on probation for 1 year. If I have any offense that is drug related, I would have to go back and serve that 10 years. So in that 1 year, dude, I was a good boy. Dude, I would go to work, go right back home.
Yeah.
Any of my friends say, hey, we go to a party. Nah, bro.
No. Yeah,
nah, bro.
man.
Don't even bring that to me, bro.
Yeah, man.